What's happening, team? Welcome back to another video. So, pardon me, I'm just drinking that. This is the first time I've had that monster with a wee lid thing on it, but anyway, so welcome back to another video. This is the first video I have done in like 4 or 5 weeks. The reason being is I had to spend a lot of time focusing on work and like business and stuff, which is a good thing because it's going really well, but then I didn't have enough time to do my YouTube videos, which is annoying because I was posting like one a week and I was enjoying it, and plus, well, according to the message, you were enjoying it as well. So I thought to myself, right, I've got a bit of time, I go on holiday on Sunday, it's now Wednesday when I'm recording this, so I was like, right, I've got a wee bit of time to record a YouTube video, and instead of having to record loads of different clips and training and stuff, I was like, right, I'll do a Q&A because obviously it's not going to take that long to record and edit, plus I've never done a Q&A, and also I'll let yous get to know me a wee bit better as well, because some of the questions folk were asking, some of yous are fucking so stupid, man, like, I will answer all of them, but some of yous are just dirty people, and you get who yous are, so. But I did appreciate I only put it up on my Instagram poll, so I put an Instagram, oh no, an Instagram poll, an Instagram story saying like if you've any questions then fire it in the box, and I've got a good response, so I appreciate you to ask me the questions. So, I'll just start cracking. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know if it's going to take an hour, I don't think it will. I know I talk a lot of shit anyway, but I'll try and limit it. But the first thing like loads of people were asking about was supplements, alright? So, instead of answering loads of different questions on supplements, I thought to myself, right, I'll just do a separate video on the supplements I take and why I supplement them, alright? But I'll tell you, pardon me, it's this monster, man. So one thing I would tell you about supplements is, before taking supplements and worrying about what other people take, like, focus on fundamentals first. So, like, I got loads of questions like, oh, what supplements do you take before bed, mate? And like, I know who the person is, and I was like, mate, you drink coffee before your fucking bed. Do you know what I mean? Like, didn't go and worry about trying to get a better sleep and taking supplements for your sleep when you can't even focus on changing a few things before having to spend money. Alright, but definitely going to make a different video on supplementation because, like, not the majority of them, but a lot of questions, like, they came up, alright? So, anyway, right, first question. Somebody said to me, tips on increasing grip strength. Feel like it's holding me back on a lot of lifts because I lose my grip. Well, first of all, I'm the same. So there is exercises you can do, strength of your forearm, like holding the plate and doing like forearm curls and stuff like that. But if you're no like, this is what I'll say to all my clients, right? So you'll probably find that doing like some sort of row or a deadlift or like a Romanian deadlift or something like that, your grip goes first. Now, if you're just doing bodybuilding, just buy wrist wraps, man. Like, you didn't have to, like, it's not as if you're competing in powerlifting where you're not allowed to use wraps or, like, any sort of fitness games or something. If you are, then obviously you need to increase your grip strength. But if you're just doing bodybuilding, and I know who you are, so it's like, if you're just doing bodybuilding, then buy wraps, because if you think about it, if you're doing like a lat pull down, you're obviously focusing on, or trying to focus on growing your lat, no focusing on grip strength. So just get some wraps, put some wraps in the bar, and then that's what I would say, alright? What made you want to start doing PT? Right, well, I actually never wanted to do PT. Not that I never wanted to do it, but I never said to myself, oh, I want to be a PT. It was like, someone I knew had said to me, oh, why, like, I was into my fitness and stuff like that, but somebody was like, oh, why do you not be a PT? And I was like, well, I've got a good job, and it means obviously, well, I thought I'd have to go to college and uni and stuff like that before doing my PT course, which I never really wanted to do because I didn't really like spending time in college and uni, because I just feel like it's a waste of time. I could make, at the time I was like, I'm making good money and I didn't want to go to college or uni, basically, alright? Then he said to me, right, I'll pay for your course if you come and work for me, and I was like, well, perfect, that would be sound. So, plus I was into fitness anyway, like, obviously I was into the gym and I enjoyed it, so I was like, right, we'll go for it. But ever since being a PT, I think, like, that question, what made you want to start doing PT, like, thinking about that question now is like, being a PT, I think the main thing about it is helping people, man. Like, I put this on my Instagram story today as well. It's like, you can make good money being a PT if you're busy enough and stuff like that, but see, just like, obviously helping somebody look better is obviously fantastic if that's their goal, but see the amount of people I've helped over like the year and a half, like mentally, or they've texted me saying, listen mate, like before I trained with you, like I couldn't go out, or I couldn't look in the mirror or something, and now they're getting so much better. Like that satisfaction for me, like I'm only 23 and like just a wee lad for Bathgate who can help somebody's, like literally change somebody's life. I thought that I fucking love that feeling. And like even a YouTube video or whatever, I knew this was gonna happen. Like I'm only in question 2 and it's been like 5 minutes, but it is what it is. But like just helping people, man. Like see, doing a YouTube video, and if one person can take something away from my YouTube video, then to me that's class, eh? So I mean, because I learnt a lot for YouTube. Like I learnt basically how to train off of YouTube. So the answer to that question would be I just like helping people, eh? So there we go. Somebody asked me how much your height. So I'm guessing is how much, what height are you? 6'1", mate. 6'1". What movement do you find most physically demanding in the gym? I don't do these, but probably like a deadlift, like a conventional deadlift, like pulling for the floor. I do Romanian deadlifts, but if I do a deadlift for the floor, my lower back is absolutely fried. I also find barbell squats very, very taxing on my body as well, but I do them, I've got them tonight actually. They're very, very hard, but like, I enjoy that it's hard, but I definitely find that some sort of squat variation would be the most physically demanding. Is it possible to train and have a good body whilst also going on the sesh at the weekend? Well, I done it for a while. I looked decent, like I had abs and stuff, but it's definitely no advisable. Like obviously you can go out and drink, but if you're going out every single weekend, then like it's no ideal for gains, man. But you can definitely still look half decent. So what I would do is make sure you track your food during the week, and if you're going to go out all weekend and eat shite, because let's be honest, you didn't just go out and have like a few pints and go home and diet the next again day. Okay, I mean, you're going to go out, get absolutely rat-arsed, and then eat shit probably on the way home and eat shit the whole next day. So what I would say is save up all your calories for the weekend, but it's definitely doable. Thoughts on creatine? Aye, brilliant supplement. I'll talk about that again in the supplement video. My dream car. How much money are we talking here, mate? If it's all the money in the world, probably a McLaren P1. I actually really like cars. Like I've always had nice cars, always been into nice cars, and aye, so probably McLaren P1, mate. What are you watching on Netflix currently? I've actually just started the Peaky Blinders. Like Tommy Boy, yeah? He's wee bun it and he's fucking wee blading it, man. So I'm enjoying that. Only on like season 3, so I've not actually caught up yet, but that's what I'm watching on Netflix. Can you dumb it down carb cycling for us dyslexic people who are, and then I kind of see the rest of it. Carb cycling is just like, I don't do it, I've never done it before. I think it's just when you have more carbs on, say, like your rest day than you're working, like your rest day than your training day, or vice versa. I'm not too clued up on carb cycling, I didn't really do it, so I'm not really too sure, mate. So sorry for no helping you dyslexic people. Next question. I've been bulking for around 10 months now and I've put on 22 kg. When should I stop bulking? Well, I can't obviously see it, it's just questions here, but how fat are you? What age are you? Like, are you finding it a struggle to eat food? Are you happy with where you are? Do you know what I mean? Like, I bulked for 18 months, I bulked for and gained, oh, I'm not too sure how much I gained. Like, I gained a lot of weight, but I gained a lot of fat as well. So, Ken, if you're like bulking and you're gaining 22 kilo, like say you're 16-year-old and you've gained 22 kilo and you're still like relatively lean, then what I would say is just fucking keep going. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're younger, just eat and grow, eat and grow, eat and grow. But if you're getting to the stage that you're force feeding and you're getting really fat, then probably cut it down a bit and then bulk again if you're still not happy. But there's too much variables for that, mate. If you want a better answer, message me, send me over some pictures of how you look and stuff, and then I'll give you a better like answer, mate. What team do you support? I'm guessing football team. Not really into football, to be honest, mate. I would still say a Celtic. I still say I support Celtic. So still say a Celtic fan, aye. But if they got beat, I really couldn't care, eh? Plus they make a fucking fortune, man. Like, some of these players are making like $500,000 a week and stuff, which I think is ridiculous. Somebody said, nothing to say, big man, just keep growing, don't stop. Appreciate it, mate, appreciate it. What supplements do you recommend to someone new to supplements? Again, I've talked about this in a supplement video, but recommend supplements would be like a multivitamin, like an omega-3 or something, creatine, and then like caffeine, or like something like in a pre-workout or something. What's your 1, 5 and 10 year goals? Fuck, man, here we go. 1 year, so where do I want to be next year? Fuck. Where do I want to be next year? 1 year's time. Well, I would say better at competing, but I'm not competing until 2 years, so that's not really relevant. I would like to be on the property market in a year's time. I would like to be fully online coaching in a year's time. Because like, I've got online clients and it's definitely building up, but I'm still a full-time PT, and that's how it's so busy trying to juggle work. But I definitely think if I could be full online coach by next year, that would be fantastic. 5 years, definitely like 100% like a British title holder in bodybuilding, eh? So I would like to, obviously I got an invite to the British finals, but I would like to go to the British finals and win. That's definitely a goal of mine in the next 5 years. 10-year goal, fuck, 10 years. But even for the 5-year goal, I would say, like, see if I could do like a full online coach and full online like YouTube. I would love that, man. Like, people will say like it's hard trying to explain this, eh? But it's like, I would love to be like famous, eh? Like, I know people are like, oh, why do you care so much what people think? But I would just like to be famous, eh? Like, no for the wrong reasons, obviously, but see if I could be like a fitness influencer, but like at a higher level, like really big on Instagram, really big on YouTube, and then like just influence more and more people. That I would love that, eh? So if I could do like YouTube and coaching full time in 5 years time, that would be amazing, eh? But another thing for the year goal, I can't go back and forward. Another thing for the year goal would be 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're at like 650 or something, so by December, or by in a year's time. And then like 10k on Instagram. I'm at like 9,000 and something, but 10k on Instagram. I know it doesn't mean nothing, it's just a number, but it's just like wee goals I've got. 10 years time, I've honestly no idea, eh? I don't ken, man. Like, I wouldn't say I've got a 10-year goal. I definitely, like, I don't even think I've got a 5-year goal, man. But it's like, it was Amy who asked this question. Amy, you ken me. It's like, I've got goals and I've got big goals, but I still keep myself like on the ground and just like take a day at a time, man. I think that's the best way. Like, because when you set goals that are like pretty big, it's like you'll never, like, it's so far away. I don't really care what I'm going with this, but I've not got 10-year goals, alright? Look at the state of my hair now. I've not got a 10-year plan or goal yet. Mr. Olympia, man. Mr. Olympia. How do I make lunch at work more interesting? I'm so over chicken and rice. Have things you enjoy, mate. Okay, and if you like steak, have steak. If whatever you like, have it, but track it. Alright, so I've got 2 full day eatings up, so you can watch that for some ideas. I'm sure there's about 5 million full day of eatings on YouTube, so I'm sure you can find some meal ideas. Somebody was like, do a mini series of trying out different sports, one that you've never done or thought about before. Well, if I start focusing on playing golf or something, or tennis, and I've already just told you there that I've no time, that would be just stupid, eh? Like, my goal's obviously 2 years time, step back on stage, win my competition. So if I go away and play tennis for 6 months, that's not really going to be beneficial. Plus, like, you on YouTube are following me or subscribe to me because it's like a fitness-ish channel, so then that would be stupid, mate. So I'm not doing that, mate. What motivated you to get into shape / fitness? I don't know. I think everybody's been to the gym at some point in their life, right? And I think I just started going with my pals when I was younger, and you'd lift some weights and stuff like that. But like, as my goal got more and more, so when I first started the gym, it was like I would just go with my pals for like, not for a laugh, but just for something to do, like, oh, we'll just go to the gym today, lads, or whatever. Then I started noticing changes and I enjoyed it. Then I enjoyed people saying, oh Ben, you're looking good and stuff. But I think the one thing was, like, none of you ken this, but I've never spoken about it before, is like, my mum passed away 5 years ago, which obviously is shite, like I was only 18, but she was like the first person ever say to me, like, oh, like she was the first person to ever comment on how I looked, saying, "Oh, I can see a difference in you," and I was like, "Oh, that's amazing." And then, again, this is a bit deep for fucking YouTube, but then like the day before she passed away, we always spoke when I was younger about me being Popeye, yeah? And then her buying me spinach, and she never ever bought me spinach, and I said to her the night before she died, I was like, "Mum, you never bought me spinach." So she actually gave me a fiver and says, "Go to the shops, buy your spinach and stick in the gym." So to me it's like, when I'm going to the gym and when I'm doing well and when I've like stood on the stage and stuff, it's like, I feel like sometimes it's like my mum's like, "Well done, son," sort of thing, eh? So I'm not going to talk about that too much because it's a shite subject, eh? But aye, just like, another thing that motivates me is just like, I like feeling good and I like looking good, eh? Like I just enjoy it. I call it like pretentious or whatever you want to call it, but I just enjoy that. But sorry to get deep on these chaps, but there's a wee bit about my life, alright? Supplements again. Any advice on how to combat snacking at night or having alternatives? So push food back. So say you're not hungry in the morning, then force down your breakfast. Like, I remember when I was on prep, sometimes I would wait till like lunchtime before having my first meal so that I had more food towards the end of the night, because I was the same. Like, I would never snack, but I was always hungry towards the end of the night, which I hated. But if you're up at like 5 in the morning for work or whatever and you need to have your breakfast, one thing I would say is things like, you get these wee tubs of jelly and it's like 5 calories in one tub, so they're perfect to have. Recently we've been buying, it's like ice poles, they're called like Jubilees, but they're like 0 calories. So you're sitting eating like ice poles, but there's nothing in it. So they're very good as well. Somebody said to me, "You look like Joe Delaney / Shred Bundy." Well, that's good because he's just shaved his hair and he's a good looking boy, yeah? So I appreciate that, mate. How do you go about signing up to compete in the UK? My coach was actually one of the judges at the UK DFBA, that's the federation I competed in. If you follow them on Instagram, I'm sure they announce like when the competition's going to be, and then there'll be like registrations, like the link below, and you would just click on the registration. You'd have all your categories, so your junior, lightweight, novice, like whatever you're going to go into, and then just click register, and then that was it. It was actually really easy to register for. That was in the UK DFBA. Obviously there's loads of different competitions, but that's who I competed through, and it was very easy to register. What is your bench, squat and deadlift 1 rep max? Then again, mate. Alright, then again. If me doing a 1 rep max is stupid, eh? Like, if I had to do a 1 rep max, the risk to reward is ridiculous, eh? Like, if I go to try and squat my 1 rep max and hurt myself, then I've affected progress, and it doesn't... Me knowing how I squat for 1 rep is only going to help my ego, eh? So, but right now, well, I didn't bench press, but a flat dumbbell press, the 46s for 8. I do remaining deadlifts 142.5 for 9, and a squat I've got 117.5 for 9 tonight. So there's like my 9ish reps maxes, if that helps, mate. Height and weight, 6'1" and 82 kilograms. How many calories are you on at the moment? 3,200, but I've got a feeling my coach will increase that as of today because I actually lost weight last week and it's been stalling for the past little while, so aye, but 3,200 calories, which isn't that much. Would you like to be sponsored by Gymshark? I can make it happen. That'd be good if you could, mate, aye. I'm not too sure if you can make that happen or no, but Gymshark is like, it's always been like a goal of mine. It's like, Gymshark can help you a lot, eh? Like I've always wore Gymshark and I've got loads of Gymshark stuff, and like I respect the guy who owns Gymshark a lot, eh? Like I don't know if any of you's getting the story, but like Ben Francis is his name, and I think he couldn't afford clothes or something, so something like his gran got him a sewing machine, so he started sewing his own clothes in his garage, and then he started selling his clothes. Now he's, well, look how big Gymshark is. So just being a part of that would be absolutely insane. So if you can make that happen, mate, give me a message and I'll respond to you very, very fast, because that would help me. How did you get your sponsor with my protein? Message me on Instagram first, and then it was just emailing back and forth for that, so that was good. Also, like a bit of like tips for getting sponsors and stuff. Well, I'm saying tips for getting sponsored. Just be you, man. Like people say to me, like who know me, be like, oh, that's you, like on your YouTube. Like I've said this before on my YouTube, like don't try and pretend to be somebody else, like just be you. But then another thing you need to think about is, will you benefit the company, So for my protein, they obviously thought of me and thought, is Ben going to help us? And well, I do, because I know how much I make them, because I can see it, but they obviously give me a lot in return. So think, is what I'm doing benefiting that company? Like, would the company benefit with having me a part of them? So, wee bit of tip, mate. How do you know when your form is correct? Record yourself. Just sit your phone down next to you, record your form. If you're not sure what correct form looks like, you could YouTube it. Or one thing I would definitely advise in is invest in a PT. Some people can't afford a personal trainer, but just save up for a while, invest in 4 sessions. We charge £110 a month. Pardon me. So invest in a PT. They'll teach you the fundamentals, like how to squat, hip hinge, etc., and then you can just practice it in your own. But definitely recording yourself. Like, I've been training for a while now, and I still record myself on certain sets because I'm not too sure about if I'm doing it correct or stuff. Not that I'm not doing it correct, but just to keep an eye on form. So definitely record yourself, mate. How much could you bench press when you were 16 years old? It's a funny one. I'll put a picture up here. What I looked like when I was 16 trying to bench press. In fact, I didn't even think I was 16, I must have been older than that because I was driving. But this is when I first started the gym. I had my wee gloves on, and the actual barbell was 20 kilograms. I couldn't lift it, so I had to put that on the floor and then lift a wee bar. But I'll put a picture in here, and we've came far for there, mate. Advice to young men looking to jump on gear. Fuck knows. I didn't take gear, but I watch a lot of people who take it, and I've nothing against it. But I think the biggest advice I could give is get a coach who knows what they're talking about. Get your bloods done so you know, like, your levels and stuff like that. And one thing I would advise is, before jumping on the gear, like, create a solid foundation, man. Like, see the amount of boys I ken who just jump on the gear and they're like, oh, I've been training for a month or two, and I'm like, fucking Jesus, man. Like, Ken, eat, sleep, train hard. If you want to take your physique or your bodybuilding journey to the next again level, or you want to compete in a different federation like IFBB or whatever, then you could look into taking it. But I just definitely get a coach, mate. How did you start fitness? What, like my Instagram, my YouTube, or just the gym? Because how I started was I went to the gym with my pals. It was alright, and then I started enjoying it, started liking the way I looked. Obviously I just spoke about my mum there and how she was commenting on me, and she told me, listen, you can do well at this, go for it and that. So that's how I started it. Regards to my Instagram, I just started posting about my journey. In regards to my YouTube, I'm pretty new at YouTube. Again, I just started documenting my first bodybuilding prep, and then I was like, fuck, I actually enjoy doing YouTube, and some people enjoyed it as well. So aye, that's how I started fitness, mate. Any advice on bulking? Yep. Learn to flick the switch, as my coach says to me. So it's like, loads of people nowadays hate bulking for too long because they start getting a wee bit fat. Alright, so like, just get a wee bit fat. Don't worry about keeping your abs and staying shredded and trying to gain weight. Pick one or the other. So that's the biggest advice I could have. Next tip would be, stay in a surplus long enough. Like, don't bulk for 8 weeks and then do a cut again, because you're not going to gain much muscle tissue unless you're jagging 500 mil of fucking whatever. Alright, so aye, just like, even 6 months is too. Well, here's me, for instance. I've got an off season coming up now, or I'm in it, and I'm 10 weeks in and I've got 90 to go. So my off season's 24 months before I then cut. So that's how long my coach and I think it's going to take me before I can look different on stage. Do you know what I mean? So that's in perspective. So spend a lot of time in a surplus, and especially if you're young. I don't know what age you are, mate, but especially if you're young, definitely spend a lot of time eating. Eat, sleep, train. That's it. What motivates you the most and why? I think knowing where I could be, like seeing other people and thinking, like, how could I not be like them? Or no, I spoke about this on Instagram literally last night about not comparing yourself to others, but I still compare myself to others. The reason being is that, so I still know I've got work to do. So like, my YouTube's small, my Instagram's small, I'm small, but like, what's stopping you from doing it? Like, they would have thought the same when they were younger, or they were first starting out. They would have been like, oh, I want to be influenced, like an influencer or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that motivates me every day to be like, right, in like a year's time or 5 years time or whatever, I could be full-time online coach or full-time YouTube, or like I could have helped millions of people in the world. I mean, like, that shit motivates me, man. And especially when a client, or not even a client, but anybody messages me going, alright Ben, I just wanted to say thanks for your help, and I'm like, oh shit, like, you didn't realise how much, and some people obviously go and more into depth, but I'm not going to talk about that. But just the whole helping people thing again, mate, and realising where you could be in life, because you only get one shot at this shit, man. So aye, that's why. Right, I've just came off these things, there we go. Most important tips for bulking, I just gave them the last one. Is it normal that stats, i.e. 1 week to the next, can go up and down? Stuff will fluctuate, mate. If you're talking about weight will definitely fluctuate. So it is normal, aye, it's normal. Just assess what's happening. If it's like still going up and down but no real progression, if you're trying to lose weight, go more on a deficit. If you're trying to increase weight, go more on a surplus. Or if your lifts are stalling, like it's fluctuating or whatever you're trying to talk about here, maybe change your exercise. Like if you're doing a bench press, go for dumbbell pressing first, or just change a few things, mate. Favourite muscle to train? I actually enjoy everything now. I think my back's my best body part, but I enjoy training legs because I like knowing, like, I like the feeling of that dark place, if that makes sense. Like, you see a lot of people train legs and they're like, oh, this hurts, I'm going home. Like, piss off. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like training hard, not difficult. I like training hard, but I like training chest, I like training back, everything except for arms and calves. Didn't like that. Do you ever masturbate with your left hand? Nah, it takes too long and it's awkward, man. So my left hand's a weak hand, and when you're trying to fucking hit a wank with your left hand, it's like that wee guy in the scary movie, with wee strong hand thing. So nah, I didn't wank with my left hand, mate. Cheers for asking though. What motivates you to keep doing what you're doing? Again, just helping people, mate, and then knowing where I'm going to be, or where I can be. What movement do you find? I've already answered that one. Right, next one. I'm in a deficit, using Fitbit and MyFitnessPal, but not losing any weight. Any help? You're not in a deficit enough. Is it just scale weight you're focusing on? Because if it is, then that's not the only fundamental you should look at. You should look at pictures, body fat measurements, like measurements with tape measurements around your waist and stuff like that. So there's a lot more things you can look at other than just scale weight. But if it is, if nothing's changed, like if your pictures aren't changing, your scale weight's not changing, your measurements aren't changing, then you're not in a deficit. That's simple, alright? If you could eat one carb source for the rest of your life, what would it be? Cereal. I don't know if some of you have been looking at Instagram recently, and I'll talk about this in my next YouTube video when it happens, but I've been eating loads of cereal, man, and oh, it's so good that you can just change your cereal, like Cocoa Pops and loads of them. So definitely cereal. Any advice for first time competitors? Enjoy it. Enjoy it, eh? Because prep doesn't last that long. Well, it will last long, but like, you'll be back eating and struggling with food and that again. So just enjoy it, eh? That's the main thing. Did you ever have any doubt during prep? Yep. Doubted myself a lot, eh? Because you're always like, you look at yourself and you're like, ah, oh, I look shit and this and that, and aye, so I doubt myself a lot. Next person, hardest thing about prep was definitely the self-doubt, like comparing yourself to others, man. Like, you're always like, oh, I know I'm competing against him, he looks this and he looks that, and then you start trying to change things, or you say to your coach, we need to do this and do that. But just trust your coach or yourself if you're going to do it, and stick to what you want to do your competition, and then learn from it, alright? I forgot this camera only records for half an hour and cuts out, so it's been half an hour, man. What else have we got here? When did you lose your virginity? 17, mate. I was a wee late bloomer. So, respect to all you virgins out there still. Supplements again. Who inspired you to do bodybuilding? Would you ever try strongman or powerlifting? Well, I didn't think anybody inspired me to do bodybuilding. I just think, as my journey went on, I thought I wanted to do it. Obviously my coach was a massive influence in my life. Like, I watched AJ for a long time, so maybe he influenced me. Would I ever try strongman or powerlifting? No, because I would snap in half. Like, some people might, like, some of my clients might go, "Oh Ben, you're really strong," but I ain't strong, man. Like, and if I had to lift a fucking log or something, it would just snap me in half. I'm not built for like 1 rep maxes and that stuff. As much as I like it, like, I like seeing that kind of training, but it just doesn't interest me at all. I think that's it, team. I think that's it. Just over half an hour. But aye, different one today. A bit of Q&A, a bit of insight into my life and some stories and shit about my past and where I'm planning on going. But so if you enjoyed it, make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you can, because I just spoke about my goals there, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, which would be very helpful. If you've any questions at all that I never went over, or things like that, please let me know, or message me on Instagram, or even comment down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. But it's Wednesday the 4th of September. I go on holiday on Sunday to Tenerife for a week. I'm going to vlog it because I'll have time to then vlog it. I've never done a holiday vlog before. I'll still be training on holiday and stuff like that, so that'll be my next video. Anyway, team, thanks very much. It was good to see you all, even though I didn't see you, but it was good to make this for you to see me, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers, team.